With Justin Trudeau in charge, life is getting more expensive. But the Liberals keep trying to tell a different story. So let's cut through the noise and look at the facts. In his first budget, Justin Trudeau sent a clear message to Canadians. He thinks he knows how to spend your money better than you do. If you have kids in sports or fitness programs like soccer or ballet, they're going to cost you more, as much as $150 per child more. Same goes for art classes for your kids. Justin Trudeau is taking away $75 per child. If your kids go to college or university, he's taken away the education and textbook credit. This will cost your family up to $70 per month. Saving money for a rainy day or retirement is harder now too, with tax-free savings accounts being cut by $4,500. Justin Trudeau has changed mortgage rules, which will make it harder for young families to buy their first home. He's hiked EI premiums by 10%. And he's even hiked taxes on charities by cancelling the planned capital gains exemption on charitable donations. Worse still for Canadian families, Justin Trudeau is just getting started. In the coming years, the Liberals are looking to take even more. Justin Trudeau's carbon tax could take $2,500 each and every year from your family. The Liberals are talking about adding a new tax on your health care and dental benefits. Even the internet isn't safe. Justin Trudeau is looking at ways to tax internet services like Netflix. And all this doesn't even mention the tax bill facing Canada's job creators. Justin Trudeau has cancelled the tax reduction for small and medium-sized businesses, and he's even taken away the small business job credit, which helped companies meet their payroll taxes. And the CPP premiums are going up for employees and employers alike by $2,200 for a two-parent household. When it's all added up, in true Liberal fashion, what Justin Trudeau gives with one hand, he takes back and then some with the other. The list of tax hikes and cancelled credits and rule changes is as long as my arm. So don't be fooled by Justin Trudeau's spin. More of your hard-earned tax dollars are on their way to Ottawa, leaving you with less. Only Canada's Conservatives are fighting every day to make sure that you can keep more of your hard-earned money.
Song of globalism.
What's up, guys? So recently it's been in the news that Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will be accepting refugees and illegal immigrants fleeing from the Trump administration in the United States. Now, at first glance, this sounds like a nice gesture, but a couple weeks ago, the CBC, which stands for the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, it's pretty much Canada's taxpayer-funded media company. Canada is more like the USSR, in that their government takes the taxpayers' money and then sets up a media company. And that media company in Canada is called the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, and the Canadian taxpayers front the bill for that for about $1 billion per year. Now, a couple weeks ago, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation did this puff piece on the Syrian refugees, which Canada had accepted. Canada's accepted something like 30,000 refugees so far. What was amazing about it was the amount that these Syrian refugees receive. So the living allowance these Syrian refugees receive is $1,500 per month. They also receive a $2,100 a month Canada Child Benefit for a total of $3,600 per month. Now that equates to $43,000 per year. And just so you guys have a reference, the average Canadian makes $27,000 per year. They have a lot of leftist kooks up in Canada running the show. They've been adding these policies where the energy and hydro bills in parts of Canada are as much as $1,000 per month due to these, totally kooky leftist environmental save the rainforest type policies. In addition to that, Canada's economic juggernaut, a province called Alberta, where the most Trump type supporters would be, they're the economic engine of the country. Everyone in Ottawa is just a fucking retard moron communist. So in Alberta the unemployment rate is 10%. In Canada on the whole the unemployment rate is 7%. And in cities like Toronto and Vancouver you have real estate prices increasing sometimes as much as 10 to 15% per month because of all the dirty money coming in from China. And this is what the Trudeau administration is focusing on, bringing refugees over and giving them $3,600 per month or $43,000 for the year, while the rest of Canadians suffer paying $1,000 in hydro bills so Justin Trudeau can go to these European climate change things and get applauded by a bunch of fucking Euro. That's pretty much it for today, guys. Take care and God bless.
Are you running? Are you not running? I am officially running for President of the United States.
My name is Pam Palmater. I'm a mom, professor, lawyer, and most importantly, a Mi'kmaq from Eel River Bar First Nation. I'm holding these eagle feathers because I have something important to say. I want to talk to you about betrayal. When Justin Trudeau swept the Liberals into power just over a year ago, he carried the hopes of many Canadians with him. He spoke to us like no other leader before. Trudeau distanced himself from every former Prime Minister, including his own father, by saying no relationship was more important to him than the one with Indigenous peoples. He is Prime Minister, in part because so many First Nations voted for him. But you know what? It looks like Justin Trudeau is turning out to be as big a disappointment to us as his father was. Pierre Elliott Trudeau met with First Nations leaders all over Canada and also promised a better relationship. Instead, he came up with a 1969 white paper threatening to break up our reserves, abolish treaty rights, and eliminate our culture and identity forever. Justin has apologized for his father's mistakes and promised he wouldn't repeat them. On the campaign trail, Trudeau told First Nations that if we elected him, he would absolutely respect our legal right to veto any development on our territories. That means the right to say no to pipelines. But after he was elected, he quickly forgot his promises to us. He unilaterally approved 2 major pipelines, Kinder Morgan's Trans Mountain Pipeline and Enbridge's Line 3. Like father, like son. Prime Minister Trudeau, you betrayed us. You never got our legal consent to approve those pipelines. And all of the evidence points to the fact that these pipelines will continue to destroy the very lands and waters on which we all depend, First Nations and Canadians alike. You don't seem to understand. We cannot sit down, step aside, or be quiet. Protecting our lands and waters is the very core of who we are as Mi'kmaq, Cree, and Mohawk peoples. We have no choice but to challenge you in the media, in Parliament, in the courts, at the United Nations, and on the ground. It has been and will continue to be the fight of our lives. It's never too late to come to the table, nation to nation, and fulfill the treaty vision of shared peace and prosperity. But we won't be holding our breath. For The National, I'm Pam Palmater.